Let's raise your hype. LD is going to be joining me for the cast. LD himself, stepping up to the mark, being a real man. Oh boy, let's get ourselves into the draft. Right, let's stop the music because we've got a cast to do. Let's get young LD on the line. LD, are you there, sir?
I believe so. How you doing,
lovely.
buddy?
LD, can I just say thank you very much for joining me on this cast. It's very good. You're obviously a very busy man, but you're still there for the fans. You're still there for the cast, and we appreciate that. LD, thank you for joining me. This is Power Rangers versus Alliance. It's a best of 3, game 1. Looking at the draft so far, Alliance straight in with that troll, following it up with a Chen. PR, going for the olds, going for the sniper, going for the Earthshaker. Chen, LD, are you a fan of the Chen, Mr. LD?
Well, when it's in Ake's hands, you can't complain, right? This guy is a Chen master. Yeah, that's looks like it could be some heavy push from Alliance, the troll Chen opener. They don't have to go for that. I will say Pycat has been magnificent when he gets his hands on either troll or sniper. I think he's undefeated on the 2 heroes. It's like, I think he was 10-0 on sniper and 6-0 on troll, or maybe it's 7-0. Now, it normally is when Alliance also has a Slardar, especially with the sniper, but they won't get to do it. They'll actually ban the Slardar themselves. They seem to be the one team that just loves this hero. Power Rangers, not a team known for running it, but it's a hero that Alliance has been putting to great use as of late.
Oh, yeah, I think it was, Loader Slardar yesterday was pretty damn disgusting. And I guess they just worried that someone else might be taking a page out of Loader's book. And the other bands, nothing too surprising. The Phoenix and the Storm, 2 heroes that the Phoenix we saw in the last game, being fairly effective. Couldn't quite do it for the team for NIP, which NIP didn't have too great of a series, that one. The fact that Asus were able to take 2 wins in a game that NIP, they should have goddamn won it about an hour before it actually ended. Axe is going to be the 4th ban. And
yeah, you know you're having you have Kano Guy syndrome right now. Like a few months ago when he started casting a lot for us, he got all the games with like pauses and delays and stuff. You seem to get all the really long epic games, so I'm excited. I've got some caffeine here. I'm ready for this one to go the distance. I don't know if your voice will make it, but I'll try to help you out. So coming into this match, Power Rangers are 2-8 in their last 10. They have been struggling. They've been kind of changing some players here or there. They had, for a while, just the one stand-in. They were alternating between Zara and, I forget who, Roger was also playing for them. It seems they're kind of settled on Zara right now. They've got another stand-in in No Fear, as they did lose one of their other big-name players as of late. I'm trying to remember what his name is. It's it'll come to me in a second. But yeah, this team has been going through the ringer as far as the roster goes, so... it does not make for easy games, and certainly not against a streaking Alliance who have been really kicking ass as of late.
Yeah, I mean, how are Alliance doing in terms of the games so far in Star Ladder? Do we know?
In terms of their last 10 games, they have won 8 out of the last 10. As far as Star Ladder, I will look that up for you right now.
They did well yesterday. I think was it their first games in the group stages yesterday? I guess they did take both of the wins.
Yeah, this is their There
was a delayed game, wasn't there?
They went 2-0 versus Asus Polar. They have not played NIP or PR yet, and right now Asus Polar's 2-1. So if Alliance wins at least one more match, then I think they'll have the tiebreaker if it comes down to a head-to-head versus Asus Polar. But a lot could happen between now and then. There's still 3 matches to be played, so I guess for now they'll just be focused on beating Power Rangers.
Lion's going to be picked up on top of the clock. Oh, we're going to see the Magnus. That is a hero. Always a nice bit of fun, and Magnus comboing with Juggernaut and Earthshaker, it's pretty disgusting. The setup for the Echo Slam. Jug, once he's got the Empower on himself from Magnus, a nice RP into Omni Slash can be pretty damn devastating. And especially against a team with a Troll and a Clock, 2 cores that, for the most of it, they're going to be looking to be on the front lines of the fight.
Yeah, this is a big, beefy team fight here. I would love to see the Core Shaker, although it does look like he's a support at this point. But if you're Power Rangers, you are all about the big AoE team fight combo. Their late game is excellent. Alliance, more of like a mid-game kind of timing lineup. They want to get the clock level 6, try to start taking towers with the Chen Troll, and once that Lion gets a blink, they just go around the map, find a kill, take a tower. That's pretty much the game plan here for Alliance. Whereas if you're PR, seems like they wanna turtle up a little bit and head towards late game.
Yeah, late game team fight potential is going to be pretty huge indeed, and yeah, Alliance definitely got the ability to make those rotations, make those ganks.
Sorry, just to follow up earlier. It was Suniko and Shachlo that left the team.
Okay. Yes, that's indeed.
They
the
did
old
lose
members
two of
PR.
their longtime players. They'd been there for, well, not super long time, but in Dota terms, long time. They were there for like 5 or 6 months. So
Yeah. For a team that, especially with all the shuffles we're seeing now, 6 months, that's a full-time commitment compared to what we're seeing some of the players do in terms of moving around, and I'm sure we'll still see a lot more shuffling going on before the final kind of TI lineups settle in. And well, 10 seconds on the standard time. They've got a good minute and a bit of bonus time. On the side of Alliance, they still need that. They still need the mid, don't they? They still need their mid hero to be picked up.
What is Nikwa? It's probably a Nikwa hero. What is he going to be playing? We've seen...
He was very good on the Magnus the other day, but obviously PR has taken that from him.
I mean, the one thing they could do in theory is they could throw the troll mid if they want, and then put someone safe lane.
Yeah.
It'd probably still be PyCat playing the troll, but not 100% sure how they're going to look to adjust this. Let's see. Nikwa, his last game he played Phoenix. It seems like they are swapping the lanes around a little bit depending on who's playing what.
They really are. I mean, I think it was the other day we saw PyCat play the roaming Quap. I mean, talk about the Quap. The Quap might be all right for them to pick up in the mid lane in terms of just harassing down the sniper, keeping control of the runes. But obviously, Quap's one of those funny... I mean, how do you rate Quap? Do you think it's a good hero? We don't see it that much. Sometimes when it's picked up, heavily effective in the early game, even with the changes to the pure damage with the ult, it just seems to be a hero that can become very, very unimpactful if the snowballing is not there when it gets later.
She's really good, but she is a bit situational because, like you said, she tends to fall off if she doesn't... Normally, when you pick Queen of Pain, you want to either dominate your lane or be able to run her in a position where other heroes who don't have a blink would die. But if you don't get a lot done early, then you struggle a little bit later on. So, okay, looks like probably the PyCat Troll, we're going to see a Void, which I imagine will be the Loda hero then. So they're probably running the safe lane Void. They're off lane Clockwork for Nikwa.
Ooh.
Man, team fight on team fight. This is some big AoE combos here. Now, Power Rangers' duty to support... maybe considering something like a Rubik, it would be a little bit greedy. The other option is to get a stronger laning support, and that'll be the direction they go. They're going to pick up the Dazzle.
Wow, this is, so the team fight getting stronger and stronger for the side of PR, but the Faceless Void, as you said, setting up a little bit of team fight potential, and in this situation, definitely looks to be more of a pick that they're going to be able to use the Chronosphere to stop the team fight. Anytime they feel that PR are coming in, Magnus comes straight into the center of it. If he doesn't catch Void in that RP, he'll be looking to come in with a black hole placed so there isn't any follow-up from the side of PR. So we will see what he's able to do in terms of that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're into game one here between Power Rangers and Alliance. I'm ODPixel. I'm LD. Thank you for casting with me. Can I say, absolute pleasure. From watching you for years to now being up here on the stage with you, it feels good, man. Feels good. So thank you.
It's my pleasure, man. You've been bringing the hype lately. It's been a lot of fun watching you cast them. You know, I remember I heard you casting with Lysander like 6 months ago. I was like, that guy has quite a voice. He's got some pipes on him. You didn't have the epic games to go with it, so I'm glad you're finally getting them, and you know it's my pleasure to be joining you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that 3 hour and 20 minutes game is that was a big step up in my career. I think that's ironically been the best game I've casted.
You said you were thinking about quitting your job. Have you pulled the trigger yet, or not quite?
Yes, I have. Yes, there are things I'm going to be doing in the future which are very exciting, and it's allowed me to commit a lot more to Dota 2, which is awesome, because that is the dream. That is the dream. Anyone who starts commentating, they don't do it for the money. You do it because you're passionate about it. It's like with you guys with BTS. How long was it ago when you did your Kickstarter? About 2 years ago now, was it?
Yeah. It was definitely very helpful, but that money only goes so far. So it's been quite a journey, and I look forward to seeing the next step in yours. But we got a game underway, man. Game one.
Yes, let's knuckle down, get ourselves in. Alliance versus PR. LD, you do the honors. Pick a side and tell me what's going on. Oh, maybe not. LD, I'm going to have to hold you there. Because Loda, look at that skewer, already catching two. He's not to cliff anymore, but Majka, you're dead. That heal bomb, level 1 from Jafer on the Dazzle, blowing him away. And now with first blood out of the way, now, LD, take a team and tell me what's going down.
All right, well, I'll take the team that gives up the first blood. In the off lane, you're going to have Nikwa playing the Clockwork. Looks like Pycat is making a journey towards this top bounty rune, but he's not going to get there in time. He'll be taking up the troll mid, undefeated on this hero, at least in this patch. Ake on the Chen, one of his signature heroes. Heading bottom will be Madshka. He's taken a more family-friendly name as of late. The Boots First Lion. And that does leave Loda playing the safe lane Void. A nice hero to benefit from that battle trance if they could get through this laning stage.
Yes, actually, yeah, it's a good point you picked up on that. I forgot about that. The whole kind of, yeah, the potential to get a lot of very nice time locks off with that boosted attack speed from Troll means, especially on top of a Mask of Madness as well, that Loda inevitably will be picking up a heavy potential for kills level as soon as level 6 is hit.
J4 taking a beating top lane. He loses like 2/3 of his health off the bat to this Clockwork, but he'll make it out.
And in terms of lanes, so looking at the fact that they are running this Earthshaker in more of a defensive position towards the mid lane, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Whenever we see the sniper picked up, it's very likely that you get something like a Treant, like an Earthshaker, just something to help him out, because sniper, it can be such a volatile hero if he gets the start that he wants, and it's very hard to do that if he's left totally on his own.
Yeah, it's for now the sniper's gonna have an okay time. The real worry is when the Chen rotates in. So they do have the Earthshaker, as you mentioned, kind of in position, and most likely he'll be stacking the jungle here. They've got the Juggernaut who can farm the stacks. They can use the heal from the Dazzle to help clear them out and keep heroes alive. And also with Magnus, he's someone who will benefit a lot. So a team that can really use stacks well, and it allows you to kind of catch up your Earthshaker. He often finds himself under-leveled early, but being able to go back to the stacks and just leech experience while your cores take the farm is a nice way to get him back.
Cheshire Cat. Yeah, what is he doing here? He's going for a little bit of a tickle. It's only level 1 Lions, so isn't going to have that full duration of lockdown with the Hex to topple up the Earth Spike. And looks like they realised that. They don't really want to throw anything too much down on Cheshire Cat, just letting him get around his own business as long as Loda continues to farm fairly nicely in this lane. And well, there's the wraparound now. Madshka with a haste rune, and going for the long jump there, Cheshire Cat. It's what an animation and a half. TP reaction does come in from Earthshake. It's not needed at the end of the day because Alliance do back up. And top lane, Nikwa, Chief J4, maybe thinking about the wraparound. Has it level 2, got the poison touch as well, but
they want to smoke right now while that TP was used, but No Fear is already going right back to mid to protect his sniper. Alliance, maybe they don't go mid. Perhaps they even walk all the way top, but in theory, the sniper's the one you want. It's getting close to stacking time, so if he's off stacking this camp, he may not be able to protect him. The lane is pushed right now, so they may have to wait. And it looks like No Fear may reveal it, or no, maybe he gets caught. This is going to be close. For now, he goes for the stack.
Oh, now they turn to him. Fisher's going to come out, and that might just stem the aggression. Troll Trap coming out. And the Setter giving a little bit of a tickle with the nuke, but not going to be enough
really
to
nice
catch him.
Play. He's doing a good job of just bodyguarding the sniper. They force the TP out bottom, but immediately walks right back to mid, keeping the stacks up. But this is what you want to see from a support when you're running, as you mentioned, the very squishy sniper mid is just constantly checking around this hill. This is the normal gank path for Radiant. You tend not to come so much from the south, though you can, but normally teams like to wrap around from the north. So very nicely done.
Look at this! Look at this! Ake with the sneaky plays, trying to steal the stack from the side of PR. Ditcherard trying to get what he can with the shrapnel. Peeping away, might be able to find the majority of the last hits. No, I think, well, Ake got a good share of that jungle stack. So he's going to be happy with that one. Nico rotating in as well from the top lane as J4's coming for a bit of funny business. And No Fear, Earthshaker still sitting at level 1, very much playing this role where he is just looking to stack up the camps. And the fact that that first stack he's created was, well, Alliance took their fair share of it. And, well, it's looking at the CS in terms of the carries. You've got 25 on the Joke, 23 on Lotus. Still pretty much par on par, neck on neck. And the mid lane sniper with a slight edge over Pycat. And this, well, this rotation of Ake to the top lane. I don't know if they'll be able to find anything here with the Clockwork. And, well, No Fear's found himself double damage.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Cheshire Cat. The Void almost has level 6. As soon as he gets that Chrono, they may just be able to blow him up with the Lion. Only level 2, but just a Chrono into an Impale may be enough to get the job done. So He has a salve, and I imagine we're going to see him pop that fairly soon. Oh, Ake just stealing the stacks, man. He steals one in the jungle. Now he's stealing the one top. He's making this Magnus and Jug very sad. Speaking of Jug, dives Nico a bit here, but can't get anything done.
Not with the without the Fisher, and the Fisher was already blown to initiate onto that one. And as you said, Cheshire Cat does need to be careful because Void, one creep away from hitting level 6. Troll, he's still a little bit away from having the battle trance online. I feel like as soon as that battle trance is online, if they find a Magnus at half health, Chrono with the bashes, with those time lock procs, they could very easily find a kill onto Cheshire Cat, especially with Magicka on the line in the nearby region.
Yeah, it's not fun laning against Sniper. Even as Troll, one of the better 1v1 laners, he's struggling, man. He's down 10 CS, 9 denies, and it's because of those denies that he does not have the level 6 yet. But, well, Dead Thought, there's a little wrap around mid. Oh, missed the skewer.
It was Cat a little bit too jukey there with the footsteps and the side steps. And Cheshire Cat, and just a little bit of wasted time for him. Comes straight out of the bottom lane. And Magicka and Loda, they're going to be able to start pushing. And Loda, still at the top of the CS, finding those items, finding those pickups. Treads complete, of course, 650 gold on his way to the potential Mask of Madness. Yeah, Nico versus Ditchera.
It looked like he wanted to grab the rune, then he tries to run, but he's waited too long, and it won't be the first blood, but that'll get the Sniper even further on the board. Ditchera already a kill, phase boots, 900 gold. This guy is off to a very hot start.
And a lot of the times we see a Sniper getting a good start, the other teams generally seem to have a very hard time shutting a strongly started Sniper. Earthshaker with the Invis rune, maybe hoping that someone would come to the mid lane, but Pycat, he's back to the jungle camps and started to clear those up instead. And well, meanwhile, Loda continues to farm top lane. Jug as well. Zara pretty much finding free farm in this lane as well. Just about to tick over into level 6. He's going to have the Omni Slash. So we'll be able to make a jump onto Nico if he catches the little tinned man away from the creep wave.
Yeah, they're really hoping this Magnus comes out to play, but he is hugging his tower for its worth. Top lane, Zara's got level 6, in goes the Omni Slash, and looks like Nico will give up a third kill. The Jug just stopped off, he's hitting a creep. I was like, what's he doing? Oh, needs his level 6. Gets the one extra creep of experience and then goes right in for the kill. 3-0, but, you know, in spite of that, it's still a pretty even game here. OD, it's 500 experience lead for the Alliance squad, about 1,000 gold lead for the Radiant, so, or for the Dire side. So, PR looking good with the kills, but it's a very manageable early game, I would say.
I feel a lot is resting on Loda, and he is certainly getting the farm to back it up. Cheshire Cat in the tree line. Loda, he didn't quite see him there. Is they going to be able to fight here? TP in from No Fear. He's got a Fisher to set this up. There's your Chronosphere to catch Ditchera, the Sniper, as he TPs in. A nice Fisher, though, is going to hold them back. Can they even bring down? There's the time lock. There's the Hex from Line. They find the big kill. They find the Sniper. Line looks like he will pay with his life. The Dukes, they're trying to come out, but No Fear with the final punch. It is a 1-for-1. Cheshire Cat getting fairly low. Ake has already used the Dukes. Isn't going to be able to throw anything out on top of that. And Loda as well might be able to find a tower here. So all in all, a very nice bit of action there for Alliance, only losing the line.
Meanwhile, Clockwork almost gets his level 6, so they're going to take the tower. And with the Troll and the Chen, this is what you're looking for. Oh, in the Dire jungle, Pycat does not want to let this Jug farm freely. He's going to try to steal the stacks. Wasn't a whole lot left for him to grab, and Alliance is really putting a lot of pressure on this PR jungle, and that's kind of what the PR lineup's about, right? They have heroes that are really good at clearing big, pile-ups of creeps. They have the Empower. Earthshaker's okay at it with the Fissure. Obviously, Max Shockwave is great. Jug is pretty good, just because he can stay alive for a while. He's got the Healing Ward. Probably soon the Mask of Death into the Mask, or the Morbid Mask, I should say, will come out. So the more that Alliance can just put pressure on this would slow down the jungle game, the better off they're going to be heading towards the mid game. But look at Loda. Mask of Madness already up. And with the Troll, this is a lot of attack speed.
Yeah, he's almost going to wait until the Chrono's back before he goes in for round 2 on Cheshire Cat. And Cheshire Cat has got No Fear hanging around, but yeah, okay, with these creeps, sending them in, zoning out the Earthshaker. But, I mean, the Void, it's a hero that we haven't seen that much recently. It used to be flavor of the month. Everyone was picking him. They were fitting him into their lineups left, right, center. They'd get him in the carry, throw him in the off lane. Hell, they'd just get him stacking ancients if it meant that they could get a Void in their team. Why is he just not as popular now, LD? What happened to the Void, the love for Void?
Well, he's very... Oh, hold that thought. Alliance are smoked up here top.
Ooh.
Looks like Ake wants to make a move. And now bottom. Oh, there's a Chrono. Catches out Cheshire Cat. Troll ultimate was just used, and looks like he's going to be able to bash him down skewers, but he brings the Void with him. No, doesn't get the kill yet. Needs one more smack. Maybe two. Still can't get him. Finally. Man, they had to work for that kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they did get the kill on the Earthshaker. Hookshot was used, and they were able to find their pick off. Alliance just kind of gearing up for the mid game. But yeah, it is an interesting question why we don't see more Void. I think part of it is we see teams just taking a lot of small skirmishes, and obviously with Void, you're very reliant on the Chronosphere, but he's been nerfed pretty substantially. The mana cost of Chronosphere really hurt him. There also was a reduction in the vision of the Chronosphere. I'm trying to remember what else changed, but I mean, I think the mana alone is a pretty damn big change, because it means you can no longer just go straight into that Refresher build. You have to get some sort of mana item, be it like a Manta style or an Aghanim Scepter. I still think he's very viable, but the off-lane Void is kind of fallen by the wayside. He needs the safe lane farm, and it seems for the most part teams value these more aggressive safe laners that can come online earlier, have more of an impact, and don't need their big ultimates to fight. I still think he's viable. He's just a little more situational instead of, you know, like when EG was picking him. They just get him for Universe every game. He's in the off lane. Doesn't matter. If you shut him down, you have to commit a lot. And if you don't shut him down, he's an off lane Void. He's going to wreck you. So we'll see a smoke here from Alliance. 3 heroes bundled up. Where do they want to go?
Well, they're going to wrap around the mid. J4 at the moment, he's a bit far out. Was looking to find level 6. He's got the level 6 online. But no, it looks like they're going to put their attentions to the top lane, trying to catch out Cheshire Cat. They can sense, and obviously after the brown boots and bottle, he's working towards that Blink Dagger. He's still a fair way off it, only 900 gold in the bank. This could be a very, very dead Magnus. He has got RP, but I don't think he's going to be able to turn this gank round. There's your Hex, going to be timed perfectly with the Earth Spike. There's your stun from the Centaur, the finger thrown in there as well. Can Zara find the initiation with the Omni Slash, but the cogs coming just as Zara was casting the ultimate, and I think Alliance might get out of this one.
Oh, nice cogs. That was big. Otherwise, he should get at least 1 kill as a trade, but instead they get nothing. And meanwhile, look who's in the Roche pit. Pycat with the Helm of the Dominator. Space Crate at top. Easy double damage Roche bottom. A bit fortuitous to get the double damage rune, but this is one of the reasons why we see so many teams love the Troll, and Alliance use it especially well. Maxing the Fervor here is a nice touch. Really helps you to take down the Roche better solo early on. We often see the Berserker's Rage get leveled up otherwise, but in this particular case, this is really going to help him out.
Yeah, absolutely. Troll having a great time so far. If we look at the actual net worth of the individual heroes, he is just second, only behind Loader, but that might change if Pycat finds this kill. No, Loader says no. I will stay at the top of that net worth chart, and zips in, picks the kill up for himself there.
Well, Pycat kind of scooped up the Magnus kill earlier, I believe.
Yeah, that's true.
Loader just getting even. He's got Chrono. They may go on Cheshire Cat as well. Oh, top lane, there's a skirmish thrown.
Is he going to TP out in time? I think he will. No, he doesn't. J4 doesn't get out. Oh, hand of God, it's not enough to save the clockwork, and it's certainly not going to be enough to save Ake if Zara gets in range. There's the slow from the skewer. Ake getting body blocked out by the big old horse. There's your shockwave. Oh, double kill for Zara. That is not something you want to be giving away. On the plus side, though, for all you Alliance fans out there, looks like they'll take the tier 2.
You know, I guess it's understandable. He's Ake playing Chen, so he's busy trying to micro 4 things at once, but unfortunately did not get to spend his gold, so he loses a little bit there, but they're going to get the tower. Tier 2 bottom. And the Roche. Overall, the past couple minutes, Alliance would be very happy, and you look at the net worth, it's not even close. Up by about 6,000 gold, 6,000 experience. Before the Void pick, I was saying I felt like PR were kind of angling for the late game, but I don't know. Do they have the late game against the Troll Void? It's a pretty dirty combo. A lot of it will just come down to execution of the team fights. Once Magnus gets his Blink Dagger, which he's still a bit of a ways away from, a lot of that just going back to the fact that the Ake stole the jungle stacks, but yeah, you look towards the late game, and if they get a big RP, perhaps they could take it if the Earthshaker's in the right place at the right time. At the same time, though, Chronosphere, one of the easier initiations, it's pretty hard to whiff it. especially against these PR, the heroes they have. So maybe it's Alliance who, with this last pick Void, are shaping up, and it looks like Loda may want to set something up here bottom. He's kind of squirming his way through the trees now.
He's pushing the issue, and he's going to go straight in. There's your Chrono. He wants to find easy pickoff, and with Battle Trance, easy pickoff's a little bit of an understatement. Loda easily finding the cover.
Dives them at the base. This is one of the issues with losing that tower. Meanwhile, top lane, here we go.
Skewing onto Nikra, straight across the cogs. The RP is going to catch Magka in there as well. Zara, he hasn't got the Omni Slash, but he's trying to get the right click through. Hex from Magka. He's going to hold Zara back for a bit, but he finds the kill nonetheless. And Nikra's almost certainly going to go down as well. Zara pauses to put down the healing ward to keep his team safe and himself in good health. Double kill again going to this Juggernaut, but Pycat, he's focused on the objectives. He doesn't want to play team deathmatch. He pushes down the tier 1 in the mid lane. And 8-8 still feels very even. XP-wise, just under 5k advantage for Alliance. And the gold lead at 7.5k, purely due down to the fact that they are pushing the objectives, getting the towers, and farming just that little bit better than the side of PR.
Man, Pycat just won't stop. If they're not going to come back and do something, he might take a tier 2 as well. As Loda will get the tower tonight, and then they pause just to rub it in. Man, looks like we're having some lag, but the big difference this game has just been Alliance gets objectives. They're getting Roshan, they're taking towers. On top of that, they are leading in CS, which is just further insult to injury. But you look at the troll pick, and this is why so many teams, Alliance high among them, love the hero. Not only does he carry hard, not only does he take Rosh, he takes towers. He's already destroyed 3 on his own. Meanwhile, PR still looking for their first.
Yep, it's certainly a game where Alliance have got the momentum. PR, they've definitely got that very strong late game team fight. But I really do feel just the fact that Alliance, they've got that Void Troll combination. They've got that Troll. And Troll, recently not renowned for losing a lot of games. So, and it's looking good. He's got the Sanj finished, working on that Yasha. And well, looking at the gold, he's got enough coming up for the old Alacrity, Blade of Alacrity, and just needs that 600 for the recipe. But it's it is pretty close. Pretty neck on neck. But Alliance definitely have the tempo, I feel, at this point.
The PR really don't have a great initiator. They have Magnus, but he doesn't have a blink. And so how do you really start a fight? Maybe you fissure. But then there's so many ways for Alliance to turn the fight. They have the Hand of God, the mech coming soon for Ake. He's also got the send back to work with. Your Lion even has a blink. And on top of that, the big one, the Chronosphere. So it's very difficult to see how PR begin a fight in a 5-on-5. And I imagine soon we may see Alliance head towards that 5-man Dota. They're building towards a possible BKB on Loda, maybe an Ags, but either way, more of a 5-man type item. And I imagine we may see Alliance just continue. They'll apply pressure with the Troll, but they'll be looking to continue to take fights, whereas PR, they need a little more farming time. The Jug can find solo pickoffs, but he can't really do much in these big, larger team fight clashes.
Yes, no, he can't really. Unless they do manage to get an RP and he gets the Empower on himself. Other than that, yeah, Omni Slash, much better in these solo pickoff situations. But he is 5 for nothing. So Zara, certainly in a very strong point, top of the net worth. It's looking good for the job.
Can he carry? He's going to have to do some heavy lifting.
He is going to need to do a lot of heavy lifting. Again, they've got the Sniper. Sniper, you can't argue Sniper does get pretty damn scary. But
the problem is that this Sniper is up against a Clockwork and a Void. Like 2 of the best gap closers in the game. It's hard to position yourself properly.
Yeah, it is true. And the pause continues. So, LD, what time is it over there in America now?
Well, technically, OD, it's about 1 p.m., but that doesn't mean it feels like 1 p.m. I think my day started around like 5 or 6 in the morning. And
I see.
You know, in a day, I'll be doing China, so you know it's a merry-go-round here as far as the time zones go. I'm jet-lagged without actually flying.
So there was meant to be another Starlighter game on at the same time as this one, wasn't there?
Well, if your series went 3 games, or if that game went, you know, the 3 hours, then they were going to do parallel games because apparently teams just can't finish games before the 90-minute mark right now.
I really can't.
So, yeah, at some point it's like, well, it kind of sucks for Starlighter that they have to overlap matches, but you know, the teams can't just sit around for 2 hours because somebody couldn't finish the game in the match before.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a shame because, I mean, there's a lot of very big and promising teams in these stages, of course, and a lot of games happening. It's a lot of Dota for people to keep up on. Which, you know, BTS, they're doing their best to keep the coverage up for the majority of it, aren't you? You're doing fine, Aldi. You're doing fine.
Thanks, man. That's
all right.
what the chat wheel always tells me. So
Twitch chat, I'm sure the things they say, it's all tongue in cheek. You know, they love you, really. They know. Beyond the skit, that's all a lie. It's all a joke. They don't really believe that. BTS, you're always on time. Everything is fine. And it's always down to the players. And, well...
Man, it sounds great to me. This is music to my ears.
Oh,
maybe we should get some callers on the cast and see what they have to say.
Oh, yeah, go on. Have you got anyone that we could call some big names in? Can you actually do that, Aldi?
No, I was saying chat feeds.
Well, you want to get some of Twitch chat on the stream?
No, I don't. But I'm saying if you really
well, if you want, I'll put my Skype out there. We'll get some people on.
Please don't do that. We don't need you getting attacked as well. It's bad enough it happens to the players.
Oh no. Have you ever been attacked, LD? I mean, did Beyond the Summit ever get targeted?
No comment.
No comment. We'll see. Right, I'll add that to my list then.
Oh. Yeah, I would say it's probably good due diligence to protect yourself. I know Cyborg Matt is always willing to help, so he's a good guy to talk to about that.
I mean, from what I can gather, it's not too hard for the teams to protect themselves to a pretty good extent, at least, is it? They just need to. There's certain Skype proxies that you can purchase that hide your IP.
I'm not an expert on the subject.
No.
I'm familiar with how people get your IP from Skype, but there's other ways to get someone's IP. Like, for example, if you use a forum, normally the administrators can see your IP unless you're behind a VPN or a proxy. And in theory, if a forum admin hates you or something, then he could use your IP to cause a ruckus. But for the most part, I don't think that's how people are getting these. So anyway, little Kale in our life is not sure if he's actually having internet issues, if he's getting DDoS, no update. Something unfortunate's going on. And chat's going pretty apeshit right now.
Oh wow, it's baby rage is prevalent. Classic Twitch chat. I guess Arteezy is watching. Shout out to Arteezy. I'm still waiting for Arteezy to come and co-cast with me. I mean, LD, you're lovely, but I'm still waiting for the old Artur to get himself on BTS. Has he ever been on BTS? Do you know? Has he ever casted with you, LD?
No,
No.
Artur is not big on casting. At least not with me. I think he's done a handful of casts with like Bulba, some of the other NA Dota pros maybe. I don't even think we were able to get him to cast at all at the summit. He was one of the few players that just was not interested.
Oh, that's a shame.
We got him on for the All-Star match though. We had him duking it out with Ice Sights.
That's true. I think maybe that's the best you can get at this point in time.
I carried him in the end. Able to bring some Peruvian pride to the table and take home the big W, despite Arteezy's best efforts to throw the game. It's sad. I don't think we'll be having many more All-Star matches in Dota 2 moving forward.
Oh, why not?
The players are not big fans of it.
Well, even when there's money on the line?
Well, like, how much money are you going to put on the line for an All-Star match, right?
Because there was money on the line for the Summit too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ours worked out okay, but, you know, it's like, well, if it's before the tournament, the players would rather be preparing for the event. If it's in the middle of the tournament, they'd rather be resting or studying replays. And if it's after the event, they just want to let loose and party. You know, there's never a time where a player really feels like playing an All-Stars match. At least in general, that seems to be the case. So, well, we'll have to see if we get any baby rage in the future there. But I mean, there's been a few All-Star matches where the players just try and end the match as quickly as humanly possible.
Oh, that's not fun. That's disappointing. I mean, Summit 3, can we expect an All-Star match there?
Probably not.
Oh.
The players have requested no
really?
All-Star matches, no extra stuff. We just want to show up, play our games.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Especially heading into TI, man. It's all serious business.
No, I guess so. I mean, is that really kind of the general consensus for all players, or in their defense, are there some players who are still up for a bit of fun?
I'm sure there are some players that are up for a bit of fun, but the
Yeah.
problem is, if they are, they're not speaking out. I have not had a player approach me and say like, man, your tournaments need to have more All-Star matches. I love these things.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened yet. Maybe there's a bunch of them out there. But
Oh well.
going to the internet cafe real fast. How fast is that going to be?
Oh God. That's. Well, maybe he might have an internet cafe just round the corner. We don't know. And LD, well, I think the curse is real. You've joined me. This is going to be the long haul, you know. This was never going to be a quick 30 minutes. This is going to be
easy. What have I gotten myself into?
I'm surprised you said yes. I really am. But thanks, LD. Thank you for stepping up to the mic. It's nice. It is nice. What were you casting before this? What game did you just cover?
Oh, I had a fun one. I did.
What did you get?
Vega versus Hellraisers.
Okay.
There was a Pudge.
Oh, Pudge off lane or Pudge roaming support? What did we see?
Safe lane Pudge.
Safe lane. Solo safe lane or in a tri lane?
He was solo, but he had like a jungling support who kind of sent him a little bit of help.
And how did it work out? Oh, spoilers! Everyone who wants everyone mute the stream. Mute the stream now. Yeah, Aldi, how did it work out?
It was very fun. It did not work out.
It didn't. Did it work out for a little bit or just no, not at all?
It was not the best. Goritz did not have the best Pudge I've ever seen. Now it was one game. You know, he didn't have a big sample size, but it was ultimately a pretty meaningless match, I guess, because both teams were eliminated. They're not moving on to the next phase, so they're just having a bit of fun. You could call it an all-stars match of sorts. They picked some clowny heroes on both sides. There was what else was there? Well, maybe not clown. Clowny's probably not the right word, but it was the classic CIS Dota. You know, everyone just in a constant brawl. It's like if you're at the bar, so everyone like someone smashes a bottle and everyone just starts fighting, except a little bit less bloody, a little more good-natured. But it's like 5 kills at the 2-minute mark, and it just kept on going from there.
Did that series go to? Was that a series that was being continued from another day? That one. Is that why it was being resumed today? Was that was always scheduled to happen now?
I think that had the same problem, which shall not be named, that we're having here.
Is that? Yeah. I guess they're not. Why can't it be named? I'm scared of.
Because you're giving them attention.
I see.
That's what some of them want. So you're encouraging them.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I've been told. You know, I figure they're gonna do it anyway. I think it's more about the bets, but you know, there are some that probably just do it for the attention.
What were the bets looking like for this game? Is it favouring Alliance? I'd imagine. Yeah, 79% to Alliance this game. Which, to be fair, from the game so far, hats off to PR. I think they're doing a good job. I certainly feel like Alliance have got the edge, but PR they're certainly not making it a walk in the park.
No, they're making it a challenge, but I am worried if I'm PR. You've got your Void Troll duo, and our admin laying down the law. The good news is well, actually it's tough. Who is gonna micro him? Maybe the clock will, or the Void can micro him.
He's not too hard to micro, is he, the old line? That's
no,
doable.
He's just very squishy.
Yes.
Just gotta mind positioning. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it's like I already got 4 creeps. I got a hero, a courier. I could use my light as well.
Oh dear. Loader coming in.
I feel like I spend more time watching these conversations lately than I do casting Dota. It's really unfortunate.
It is not, but I guess it's always going to be an issue, really. There's not a lot that can be done about it. There's always going to be people out there. Oh, LD. Hang on. Pycat in with the stream sniping. Is it? Maybe just saw you in the lobby at the start. It's all right. Reddit, let's not lay down the law yet. I mean, LD then, can you tell us a story? Can you tell us a story, LD? Can you tell us a story? Let's think of a good story for you to tell about. The Summit 2. Tell us the story about packing up after it was all over.
Oh, well, that was fun. So after the Summit, I think we had 1-2 days. So the first day after the event is like frantically. Oh, good story actually. So we have to make sure the players get to the airport because we don't actually live like in downtown LA. We're maybe an hour and a half away by car. So
do all the teams go separately? Do you kind of stagger it?
Yeah, it depends on their flights. We
Yeah.
book all the flights, but of course, they're not every team is from one place, so we're gonna have an
Oh.
unpause here.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to save that story for another beautiful time and get on with it.
The
And
short version is that Eternal Envy
yes.
missed. He did apparently. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Did he have? I think he had transportation booked, but he missed his bus, and then we had to get him another one.
Okay.
Or maybe we forgot to book a one.
So
Oh no,
he-
I know what it was. His manager, we couldn't find him. We didn't know what their flights were. Their manager did not know what their flight times were because they wanted to book their own flights for the return trip. And so I was like frantically running around trying to find Conrad. I'm like, man, we need to get your players to the airport. Finally, he shows up, the day of, and of course we had people waiting in the hotel lobby, so it was no big deal in the end. But he almost missed his flight. Eternal Envy.
Oh.
He was playing it close.
But he got there in the end.
He did, and I think he had some fun hugging his buddy Artur the night before. So.
Oh, well, we'll have to save that for the next story. Top lane, Loader is going to be able to get this tower. Pycat comes in to join in the fun. That's going to be yet another tower down. I mean, we're coming up to 17 minutes in, and Alliance, they've taken 4 towers off the side of PR. And PR, they're yet to really... Well, they took the top one, but that's it. They've only, or maybe they're going to go for the middle now. Ditcherer and Cheshire Cat coming in. Empower onto the Sniper. Going to chip away a little bit, but the 2 TPs from the Void, from the Clockwork, and Hookshot and Chronosphere online. PR need to be very careful here, because, well, Loader could very easily look for a kill. With the Mask of Madness, with the Maelstrom, Ogre Club as well. And I guess with that Ogre Club going for the... Do you think he's going to go for the BKB when, in reality, it's only really the Earthshaker that's going to be able to disrupt him in these Chronospheres?
I think
Or the
so.
Aghanims?
Yeah, it could be Ags. Generally, you'd see the point booster, but if you get the Ogre Club, you do leave your options open. It really could be either. BKB would be good, Ags would be good. Generally, we'll see Voids either get Ags or occasionally Manta, but you need something to give you enough mana for that late game refresher. So we'll wait and see. BKB still blocks a lot of stuff here. You've got the Skewer, the Fissure is the big one that you mentioned, which can pretty much waste the whole chrono if he times it and kind of blocks you out of position just right. Outside of that, yeah, I would agree. There's not a ton of magic damage. But my real question is, who's gonna micro Mad here? Is this Ake just playing one extra? Is this
Oh,
just
yeah, it
another
is.
thing for him?
I think it is, yeah.
It looks like it is. He's kind of keeping him nearby. I got you, buddy.
Well, Magic, at least Magicka's already got the blink. That's kind of the first hurdle. It's not like the line's going to be left too far behind. He's got that key item, and arguably the Lion, a blink is all he needs at this point. Something that's going to allow him to jump in and help get the Sniper, who's already going down because Loader with the Chrono. And the punches. Finds an easy kill on your
It's a
Sniper.
really nice combo. The Void.
It
Void
really is.
It's really well together.
And it's something that we don't see a lot. I'm surprised we don't see it more, especially with how much Troll's being picked up. I guess it's just for the reason, for the most of it, Troll seems to be preferred in the safe lane, unless it's a very confident mid lane that you can take.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile. I have seen some
Yeah.
teams go like aggressive duel or even tri-lane with him. The team that was running this a lot was Na'Vi. They were running Dendi Magnus, Funnick offlane Void, and then Havost was playing the Troll safe lane like every game. But yeah, since Na'Vi stopped running that combo, now they've changed rosters. I have not seen too much of the Void plus Troll either. I think it's mainly just because the Void is considered a situational pick, not the strongest laner, and doesn't fare as well offlane as what he used to. Well, they still don't have Mad back, and it seems because of that, the Alliance has lost some of their momentum. They do get the kill mid, but they're generally playing a little more conservative and probably just wanting to stall and hope he's able to run over to the internet cafe and get back in before too much more happens.
Yeah, and I mean, as the side of PR, do you think there's some kind of sportsmanship in them? Do you think they themselves aren't going to try and force the issue too much because they respect that Alliance are a hero down, or do they say, screw it? Admin rules, they're admin rules. We're going to play on as if there were 5 of them, and we're going to go for the kills.
Yeah, I mean, the rules state that teams are responsible for their internet, at least for Starladder, and that after 10 minutes, doesn't matter what the reason is, you just have to unpause. It's out of consideration for the viewers, because otherwise you could end up with a 30, 45-minute pause. It's also a bit unfair to the other team to make them sit around and wait. Sometimes teams may have other tournaments to play, so or, just things to do that it can end up being a 3-4 hour match of pauses, not of gameplay. So the admin going by the book. Sometimes the admins have to make the tough calls, but frankly, it's just up to the teams to protect themselves. There's really nothing the organizer can do.
No, not at all. It is one of those issues that It's unfortunately kind of the norm for every single tournament. Tournaments know how to deal with it. And at least the viewers, I know you guys on Twitch chat, you're not too happy when there's a pause, but they understand at least, and they know that it's beyond the control. Well, at least of me and you. They can't come flaming at us, LD, because we've done nothing wrong.
Oh, don't you go thinking that, buddy. They can come flaming anyway. Whether or not they're justified, I guess, is another question. But
yes,
yeah, it's weird because there was a tournament called the G1 League Season 5. It happened in early 2013, and the tournament was plagued by DDoS. There was one time where I think it was me, Sidard, and Gods were like switching off casting, or it was me and Gods casting. We had like a 3-hour pause. Game was still paused. The admins did not reschedule it. Finally, we started reading Harry Potter, and at one point, Sidard came on and started reading it in Danish because we actually had hit the bottom of the barrel. We had nothing left to do. They may try to set up here in Loda, like RP to go on Void, but he's pretty tanky. We're gonna have to commit. Oh, there's your Lion counter initiation. No, gets them both killed. Oh, he tried to go for the big play, but couldn't get the job done. But, you know, it's interesting, OD, because after that, like, DDoS somewhat disappeared from Dota 2 for a while. There were a few incidents, but it wasn't that prominent. And now it seems it's like every single game, you know. If someone's disconnecting or lagging out, or... And then even when the player connections work, the Dota 2 servers are crashing, there's updates coming in. It is frustrating for all of us, the casters, the viewers, and of course the players especially, who have a lot riding on these matches. Maybe
it's something that Source 2 will fix. They'll just it doesn't make any sense, but maybe when Source 2's here, the beta will be over and DDoS will no longer be an issue for Dota. We can all dream.
Well, for now, the dream for PR is just continue to find these pickoffs. They get the 2 kills top lane, very nicely done. As your Void is finally about to respawn. He did go Ags in the end.
Okay.
And the cool thing with the Ags is that this syncs up pretty nicely with the Troll ultimate. He's got a chrono every minute, and the Troll has his ultimate twice, so... In theory, they always have... Whenever there's a chrono, there's a battle trance chrono, and that should be a guaranteed kill, barring a complete airball or PR having great positioning on their supports.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice pickup, as you said, just for that reduced cooldown, in the sense that you're playing up against a team PR with a Magnus, with an Earthshaker, with a Jug, 3 heroes with 3 very key ultimates for the team fights that have a huge cooldown. You're talking over 100 seconds. So with this, Alliance are going to be able to reliably fight pretty much twice at least for every team fight that PR themselves are going to be looking for.
They're grouping up mid. Can they make something happen here? There is no dire vision at all. They're playing in the dark. They buy another set of Observer Wards in Cheshire Cat, but Alliance have done a really good job at taking towers, and you look across the river, there's like a minefield, imagine a line of wards even. They're completely blocking off their side of the map, and PR are going to skate into the pit, but this was scouted. Now they see DRL leaving. Oh, they're trying to bait this a little bit, set up on the high ground, but it's tough against the Void.
Oh, this is going to be big. Who's going to go first? Loda. Getting assassinated. They want to know that they can see him. There we go. There's your hookshot. Cogs trying to break up the fight. Going to make it very hard, but PR's coming. Look at that. Oh, it's a beautiful chrono. J4's going to go down. Ditcherar's going to go down. Cheshire Cat, he might go down here as well as the bashes come through. It's a double kill for Loda. Zara trying to spin away. No one's died on the side of Alliance. Hookshot in from Nikwa. Slow as well. The damage coming in. Bajka with a double kill, even though he's halfway down the road to the internet cafe. Alliance, what a team fight for them, and I think a lot of it was down to those cogs into the Void Chronosphere. They pop down the cogs. They know that PR are going to be forced back into this area just in front of the Ancients, and they take huge advantage of that with Loda zipping up right in position with that chrono.
Oh my. You know, Odie, I'm not sure if you were casting or following Alliance too closely back then, but Loda used to be known for the infamous Lodosphere. He played some Void games, he whiffed some Chronospheres. He started getting a lot of flack from the community for it, but if that's a Lodosphere, let me tell you, Alliance want more of those. Oh man, that was perfect. Caught 3, caught the key defensive supports, and pretty much single-handedly secures them the fight from there. Very nicely done.
Yeah, it literally could not have gone better, that fight there for Alliance, and a real hats off to Ake. The control online was bang on as well, and I think they'll be telling Mad to stay DC'd because...
Yeah, we don't need you.
I'm joking, Mad, you're great. He's good, but Ake is certainly doing a tip-top job on the old micro.
No, PR not out of it. They are a very good high ground defense lineup. They've got the shaker mag combo, the sniper, the bane of your sleep. Anyway, this hero can tend to drag out games quite a bit. At the same time, I think Alliance have the right kind of heroes to bust through those defenses. The Clock and the Void, really good at going high ground. The Troll, an excellent siege engine, and a very tanky one at that. So even though PR is a good turtle lineup, I think if Alliance play this correctly, they could end the game fairly early. They still sit on the Aegis now. They're going to have it for another 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, and with that, they may be able to kind of break into at least take down this tier 2 top, begin sieging the base. PR are probably going to have to mount high ground defense. Now, the question is, can they pull it off?
Yeah, and I think, as you said, PR's high ground defense is very good when they've got the ultimates, but it's definitely a bit of a one-shot wonder. If they go in all in with the RPs, with the Echo Slams, and they somehow don't come out on top of the team fight, they're going to be kind of back to square one, almost certainly going to lose a pair of racks to this pushing power of Alliance with this Troll. PR, they do find the tier 1 in the middle, but looks like it is just going to be nothing more than a trade for the tier 2 on the top as Pycat starts to hammer down. There's a fortification available. They're probably not going to use it. Save it for the tier 3 high ground defense. Or not. No, there they go. They pop the dire structure fortification. They're pushing down the mid. There's a fortification available for Lights. There's your Chrono. But look at this. Zari got the Blade Fury off first, and that's actually put Loader off trying to fight. On the backlines, Majka, Ake, and Nico. They've found Dichara, who's been shallow graved up. Is still alive. The sniper's not dead. There we go. Nico breaks back into the cogs to smash him down with his spanner. Ake, Hand of God, is not going to save him this time, and there's going to be a pause, unfortunately, but already Alliance on the back foot of that fight.
And in the meanwhile, guess who didn't come back to base? It's Pycat top lane. He's already muscled down the tier 3. He's got another double damage rune. He's had 3 double damage runes this game. One when he was fighting bottom, one when he takes the tower mid, and now a third going for a tier 3. It feels poetically just. It was not really a good hold by Alliance. Loda only Chronos the Juggernaut while he's spinning, and then the Fissure comes out immediately. So his Chrono's basically wasted. And then on top of that, they committed a lot trying to get a kill, but there's a really well-timed grave keeping the sniper alive. They finally bring him down. Even though it's not a great defense by Alliance, it doesn't matter, because they've got the Troll top OD, and even if he doesn't break the base, they're going to have to retreat on PR.
I mean, looking at the status of PR, I think he might break the base. If you have a look around the heroes, J4, he's got a TP scrub, but he's almost certainly going to die here to Nico, as Hookshot's going to come back off. So Nico's going to kill J4. He's not going to be able to defend the base. Hasn't got enough money to buy back even when he's dead. Earthshaker, he has got the TP, but he's still 10, 11 mana short of it. Soul Ring on cooldown, so he's going to have to wait a good few seconds until he can go back. Cheshire Cat, not got a TP on himself at all. Zara, he's got the TP, but he needs to be careful. He needs to clear out these Centaurs, because there is still one Centaur here that Ake has got a War Stomp available on, so could very well cancel the TP back from Zara. So, to be honest, I think the only way that PR stop this push is by buying back on the sniper.
Yeah, they could. I don't know if he stops this Troll, though. This is a BKB double damage Troll. I think he sees the sniper buyback and he says, great, come at me. You're not doing it alone. You're going to need 1 or 2 more, but you're right. They're going to really struggle to get back to the base. This is classic Alliance, man. They're not even losing this fight. This is like a pretty even fight mid, but even if they were losing it, they're going to stop all the TPs, if any come out, and most likely they're going to take that lane of Rex, and oh my. 4v5, but they are playing like champs. Got to give them a lot of credit.
Oh, they really are. And I think Admiral Bulldog's in the chat, and he'll be very, very proud of this play from Pycat. Totally ratting it out. Perfectly calculated. And I think Pycat's got to commit. I'll be really disappointed if he gets the tier 3 and then backs out. Even if the sniper buys back, as you said, Pycat, he's got to man up. He's got to just go for the sniper. Sniper, he's not sitting on an awful lot. He's level 15. Phase Boots SMY Ultimate Orb. Pycat, level 18. As you said. Double damage still activated. Phase Boots SMY, BKB, Helmet Dominator. You eat a sniper for breakfast. And
if Pycat is scared, he just leaves. And then Sniper's blowing a buyback and falls further.
So it's still a win. So.
Yeah. Well, it's still a good fight for PR. They have the Omni Slash. They may be able to get like 1 more kill here. It looks like Loda's going to run away. So yeah, they'll lose Nikwa. And then the Troll will probably back off. So ultimately, it doesn't look like they're going to lose either hard carry, the Void or the Troll. Unless Pycat commits to Rex. The rat is strong with these.
That's
Pycat.
Pycat
Shamelessly
advertising
advertising
stream.
for his girlfriend. No, that's I think
Oh,
that's his girlfriend actually.
oh, it's his girlfriend. I
Yeah,
see.
Bonnie, I believe is her name.
Wow. Wow. There we go.
Captive audience. They ain't going.
Yeah, no, these guys are sticking with us. I mean, come on, this is an ODLD cast. It's their first time in history.
We got all the D's here.
Wow. Okay. If you want to put it like that, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I went there. Why not?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, but Alliance, they're still strong. Hey, LD.
All right.
Back to the stories.
That was I kind of butchered it because we had the.
You've given us you spoiled it all. But there was another story.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the Artur and Envy story? Is there a story there, or is that it? They had a hug.
Oh no, I was just kidding.
Oh come on,
Artur actually was. They played the third place decider match, and then he just wanted to go home early. I think he actually ended up leaving. So that was the last tournament that EG played, I believe, before they changed roster. So it was when there were some cracks in the armor starting to kind of reveal themselves. But everyone's found a new home. You know, there's a happy ending to the story. There's now the new secret, the new EG. A lot of salt spilt along the way.
Oh dear. Well, I mean,
there's always a lot of interesting stuff that happens, especially at every event, but especially at the summit. But you know, a lot of it is stuff that really, out of respect for everyone there, you know, should not be shared. Not that anything terrible happened, but you know, people like to let loose. These are real people. They're not. That's why, you know, you see the salt online. You see people having emotions and getting upset or getting really excited, and you know, the community wants to see it, but from the player point of view, from, you know, anyone involved in the community, it's like, oh, I'd like to have a little personal space, not have the spy cams. I don't. Do you remember when Valve announced for TI4 they were going to air the after party? They did. They were going to.
Yeah. Did they? They did, didn't they?
They did, but
it was just.
like,
was it the one with Darude?
Yeah, it was more like the Darude performance, not the whole after party.
No.
But there were some people who had this like terrible image in their heads of like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Big Brother. Everywhere you go, there's gonna be cameras while you're around. They're gonna.
Oh, that would have been brilliant.
It would be. The fans would love it. I mean, it would be terrible for the
players. Though they won't be there at TI5. If that happens.
Oh, look who's drinking. You know, look who's getting rowdy. Look who's hooking up.
Is Artur old enough to drink?
I believe he is, yeah. He's in Canada. Not in the US, though.
Oh, okay.
He is Canadian, so he's normally
Was there, actually, at the summit too, was there much alcohol banded about, or do players like to keep themselves teetotal?
Nobody's drinking during matches or during the day.
No.
As for outside of the matches...
What about during the All-Star match, just to get through it?
I wouldn't know. I don't breathalyze the players. We don't breathalyze them before they sit down. I think for the most part not, unless a player's eliminated. Normally, even like there's always that one player on every team that like is kind of the party animal. You know, they want to drink.
Yeah.
They want to have fun, even if their team's still in the tournament. But normally they get pushed back from their teammates. Like, wait, you think you're gonna stay out late? No, you're coming with us. They tug on the ear. You know, they drag them back, kicking and screaming to the hotel. Now, some teams have some strong personalities, and the players kind of do what they want. But it's always fun to see the behind-the-scenes interactions with the teams, where you know you think you know, and not just the players, but you know, managers and you know just all the personalities that are involved in Dota. You know, workshop creators. People are never how you expect them to be from how they behave online. It's hopefully it's true for Twitch chat as well. Hopefully you guys are a little more well behaved in your day to day, and it's just a nice release valve for y'all.
Yeah. And that's the question as well. You know, when you do the summit and you invite the teams, obviously you're inviting a lot of people per team. Is there kind of an allocation for extras, or is it literally just the 5 team members and one manager that you invite?
It's varied in the past.
Yeah.
We've been a little more lenient in the past, but this time we have 8 teams. It's going to be pretty strict. We had some I wouldn't say problems, but we had a lot of extras last time and a lot of cool people. No one was like, oh god, that person, like I dislike them, or you know, everyone was bitching about someone. But it did get to be a few too many. We have a pretty big house. I guess you guys use the metric system, right?
Yes, we do. Okay. No, we use both. We use both.
Okay, so the house is around 4,000 square feet, so it's a pretty large house. But
how many bedrooms?
6.
And you live there?
Bedrooms? Yes. The whole gang lives here.
The whole gang. You, Cottle guys, Iori, Gods, you all live there.
Kato guy's got the penthouse. Merlini has the master bedroom. He's got the suite of fit for a king. The rest of us are crammed into slightly smaller rooms.
What is Mr. Ben Wu up to nowadays? I swear we haven't seen him too much recently.
I don't know. I haven't seen him too much either.
He's still in his room.
No, we're all on weird schedules.
Yeah.
And, Ben does leave the house. He's got a very lovely girlfriend who makes sure he gets some sunlight. He gets a tan. He gets his vitamin D. Most of the rest of us are not so lucky in the sense that even those who have a fiance or girlfriend, they're not currently living here. So they often will succumb to the, staying up too late, casting, playing Dota, not leaving. We have some nagging friends though that are always like, "Are you guys really gonna play more Dota? You gotta go outside." Like, oh, do we really? Nah.
In LA, you guys in? I don't know LA. So are you near the beach? Are you on the coast or?
We're not in LA proper.
No.
We're in I'd call it the greater LA area. It's technically called the Inland Empire, so it's about an hour or so east of LA.
All right.
Okay. It's not really in the midst of the insanity. Although to be honest, as I've learned, I'm from Philadelphia, and I thought we had traffic and we had a kind of a busy city life there. I lived in New York City for a while, in Manhattan, and I drove in rush hour traffic. Nothing compares to LA. It is the worst place to drive in the universe. I'm sure there's places that are worse, but out of all of the places I've driven, it definitely tests you, both emotionally as well as actually in terms of your capabilities. Where exactly in England are you from?
I don't know if you know. Everyone always asks me this. I never know to what extent to explain because I don't know what people's knowledge.
I'm just going to Google it, whatever you tell me. So.
All right. I live in a place that's called Market Harbour. Never have heard of it. Never have heard of it.
It wasn't even the first. When I tried to type it in, it wanted to.
There's probably a million Market Harbours in the world, in America and stuff. It's near Leicester.
Leicester?
Near Leicester. Leicester, it's pronounced.
Leicestershire.
Leicestershire. Leicester. You're so American. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Leicestershire. It's a little country place. We're an hour away from London. That's what I tell people. I'm an hour train ride away from this capital. We're near the capital. Pretty central. Basically.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the UK, LD? Have you ever been to the UK?
I have not.
You've not?
I've never had cause to go.
Well, now you do. LD, if you come over, I'll sort you out. We'll go down. Do you have pubs? You don't have pubs in America, do you?
Well, not like the English.
They're
pubs,
not very
sure.
good, are they? Is it just bars and clubs? Is it even bars and clubs, or is it just you have a place where you drink and there's music?
It depends. There are like nicer places to go and drink. The U.S. is a very big country, but as for me, I'm more of a dive bar guy.
Okay.
Give me your cheapest swill, and I'm happy. As long as the music isn't too loud. My old man.
You old man. You don't hit the dance floor too often then.
Once in a while, but I hate when you go to a bar just to drink and it's like a club in there, but it's not actually a club. It's like, make up your minds. If you want to be a club, then be a club, and if you want to be a bar, then be a bar.
Yes,
I guess so. It's no good.
So you don't go to like the big old raves and start taking the shots, sniffing the stuff, popping the pops, and go for it. You don't do that.
Well, if I did, I definitely wouldn't be telling you on stream. But no, that's not my lifestyle. How about you? Are you into the club life?
Not really. No, not at all. Really, I'm more a pub guy.
What's a Sunday night for OD look like? No, not Sunday. Friday night. How's a Friday night for OD look?
A Friday night for OD. Well, I'll play some Dota. Maybe play some games with Pyrian. I've been doing that a lot recently in a stack. Or I'll cast some BTS. If not, there's a pub round the corner. The guy I cast with a little bit, ODPixel, some people might know him. He lives around the corner from me, so, ring me up and say, hey, do you want to play some Dota? Or we'll go down the pub. We'll just go down the pub, have a few drinks. Then we'll, if it gets late, if we get hungry, can walk around. There's a KFC. You have KFC in America, don't you?
We have calves?
KFC. KFC.
Oh, KFC.
KFC. You got KFC, haven't you?
Yeah. We have KFC.
Well, it's just Kentucky Fried. Yeah, it would be a bit weird. So there you go. Fast food. You've got pizza and stuff. One thing that fascinates me though,
America definitely has pizza.
You've got Domino's Pizza in America, don't you?
Yes, we do.
But Domino's Pizza in America, isn't that seen as, that's like the cheap pizza, isn't it?
Yeah, it's considered like basically like fast food pizza.
But it's not expensive.
No, not very expensive.
No. You see, Domino's over here is very expensive. It's for a large pizza, it's about the equivalent of $32, which is probably more than you guys pay. So that's a little.
Is it really? Is it considered a delicacy? The fight continues mid. Looks like we're on pause. Sloda will jump in, try to avoid any TPs. Pyket will go to the top racks. He's gonna bring him down too. There is a buyback for the sniper. Can they hold the line? They have their Omni slash ready. Maybe they can bring down Pyket twice. They want to save the Omni for round 2, but I don't know if they'll be able to kill him without it. They get him once. He's got the BKB, but no teleport scroll, and this is gonna be a double death for your troll perhaps. Omni slash following through. They get the job done. See you later, Pyket. But true to Alliance form, OD, he got the racks.
He got the melee racks, yeah, so I think he'll be happy with that. He'll be happy with that little bit of a push. 16-13, the fight recap does show. Well, it's only showing the kill on... That's what... LD, what's up with the fight recaps? When are you going to get onto Ice Frog to fixing them? They're just not good, are they?
If you have this idea in your head that I have like like the red phone from the White House, where I can just pick it up and call Ice Frog, you are sorely mistaken, my friend.
Don't shatter my dreams, LD. Don't shatter my dreams. Nikwa, who's it? Oh, hello.
I don't even know if Ice Frog's girlfriend has that phone, for that matter. He's a tough man to reach.
Do you know that he has a girlfriend?
Well, if he does, I don't know.
Oh,
I think he's
hey, LD. Oh,
What's
okay.
that?
He's posted about it. Yeah, there's a little bit of a romantic moment there between Nico and Cheshire Cat. Just a little bit of a truce there in no man's land. 16-13, and well, yeah, we've got Magicka back. We've actually got Magicka back, which kind of like, hang on, that pause. Why was? Let's talk on an admin level. Why was that allowed? Because that seemed to me loaded DC to buy them time for Magicka to reconnect. LD, prove me wrong. Am I wrong?
You are going down a very dark and dangerous tunnel, my friend, where few dare to tread. I don't know.
We don't know. No comment. No comment.
I believe according to the rules that should not have been allowed, but you know,
yes,
that's not my call to make. I'm not the head admin. Well, I guess call PR good sports if nothing else. They're down 14,000 gold. This is only game 1, but I guess it's been what, like an hour already. So
it really has.
It's a grinder.
Oh boy,
hardly feels like it.
You really signed up for it with joining me in this, and
yeah, you and Kado guy, man, you two are, whether it's the pauses or the 300-minute games. I mean, whatever.
The day we cast together will be the last day that we ever cast. I feel the game.
Yeah, this is my last cast, actually. Period.
Oh boy. Well,
at least we get to play now. I'm knocking on wood that it continues.
Yes, we can get on with the action. Hanging around. Let's see if Alliance go a bit more aggressive now. They've got the full roster, and here we go. There's the defensive weave preparing the side of PR for the fight. The creeps come in. They're going to trap at Ditchera. Do Alliance want to chase into this? Yes, they do. Magicka says we're going in. Oh, there's going to be a Chronosphere, but only catches the Earthshaker's shallow graves anyway, so it's a little bit wasted. Omni Slash is flying through them all, but it only catches the Chen creeps. There's your hookshot to Cheshire Cat. Sniper's going to be the first casualty. Magicka does go down in return. Cheshire Cat skewing Nikwa away from the fight. Let's go back to the main fight. Loda, he's getting very, very low. He's going to be able to survive. Zara is going to try and TP out. He won't make it as the stuns come through from Ake. The micro is there. The bashes, it was in fact what stopped that with Pycat. And it's a 4-for-1 trade, and Void Loader somehow escapes LD.
That's a dieback on the sniper. No buyback available. This could be it after all that pause hype. It may be straight down the middle lane. Loda, let's see. What's he going to buy here? He's got maybe an Oblivion Staff. Perhaps that refresher coming, but it may not even be needed. OD, they've got the troll ulti. There's no glyph. This is 2, if not 3 lanes of racks. Only the Jug, Earthshaker with buyback. They're gonna sacrifice a second, but from here, how do you come back? The only way they come back is if this game goes like 200 minutes, it feels.
Hey, come on, don't bait it. Hookshot in from Nikwa, yeah. Straight out to J4. There's the weave catching, no fear, and J4 gonna buff them up for a bit. He's gonna be able to survive, actually. The buyback from Jug trying to come in. Tier 3 on the bottom lane is taken down. The creeps on the top lane might just finish off the range racks on their own if there's no response, because the fight's going on down here. Chronosphere catching out the Earthshaker, catching out the Juggernaut. I think this has got to be game. Zara goes down. The diebacks are real. Into the tier 3s, onto the racks. Alliance take the first game after some very unfortunate pauses, but I think at least to make it a bit sweeter for PR, Alliance always looked like they're in a position to take that game, didn't they?
Yeah, that would have taken some throws. No throws were forthcoming. Really good decision making, I have to say, by Podcat especially. That push top, very well done, and sticks around. Yeah, he dies there. That was his only death of the game, but he secures the Rex, and this is an Alliance lineup that is very good at split pushing thanks to the Troll. So again, another win for the Troll. I was corrected on Twitter. They lost one game to, it was either Basically Unknown or Burden United. One of the BUs. There's two of them with the Troll. But this is another win. He's now, I think, 7-1 on the Hero.
Yeah.
Or maybe 8-1. He's good at the Hero.
It's good. You've got to ban that stuff out. I wouldn't be surprised if PR banned the Troll off very early in the next job.